dapat yung former PNP chief, si Ronald De La Rosa ay maimbitahan. Tingin natin, Mr. Chair, timely din na si former President Rodrigo Duterte ay imbitahan din natin.
Is that we will be informing again Senator De La Rosa on the next hearing. We're going to inform the former president on this hearing. Although he might not be tawag dito, exempt from this investigation.
Kasi 61 deaths is to 6,000. But of course, that 61 deaths in your record. Yan yung mga legitimate operations. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, you confirm that.
Yes.
Can you submit to this committee that 61 deaths and the specific operations?
Yes, Mr.
But,
Chair.
General Albayalde, will you confirm that there are also operations, not operations by the PNP, officially, but there are deaths. There are deaths na mga PNP officials also related to drugs?
During police operations,
No.
Mr. Chairman?
No, because those allegedly, no, wala akong confirmation, but allegedly, because that is a public knowledge in our place, that this particular police is involved in drugs. So he was assassinated. Do you have cases with regards to that?
I cannot fully comprehend the question, Mr. Chairman. Sorry.
Ganito po, may mga police official tag as drug cuddler or maybe, sabihin na natin, konektado sa drugs. They were relieved in their position. They were reassigned in other places. Doon sila namatay. Are there cases like that?
I suppose so, Mr. Chairman. I really don't know the data, pero sigurado po kasi yung war on drugs is not limited to civilians. It's for everybody.
No, pero
even for the uniformed personnel, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, now question. I do not know when was that time na may mga nangyari, nakalimutan ko lang, no? But I can check it. It's either during your time, during General Bato's time, during PNP Chief Sina's time, or maybe Gamboa. But kung may mga cases na ganun, and tingin ko, unsolved yung mga cases na ganun, and involved yung mga police officers doon, binaril, pinatay in broad daylight. Ano ko nga doon, kabaro nyo, ba't walang nangyaring solusyon doon sa problema?
Those are also being investigated, Mr. Chairman. Those are considered cold cases.
Cold cases.
Naka-archive po yan, pero
Okay.
ano po yan, continuously being investigated.
No, not you. Not anymore you because you're not anymore member
Kahit
of
na
the...
po ngayon yan, Mr. Chairman, kung meron po mga cold cases, continuous po yan, Mr. Chairman. Yung, I'm sure the PNP has the data on that.
Oh,
Kung ilan po yung mga cases na cold cases, I'm sure the PNP has the data on that.
okay. Cold cases pala yun. Ang term doon, cold cases. Now, General Bakay, do you have the list of all cold cases, mentioned cold cases by General Cenas? General Albayalde?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Now, please submit to this committee, and especially during the time who are those police officers, top police officials in that mentioned, in that list, cold cases.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Mr.
Yes.
Chair, if you allow me, with
Please.
respect to that Oplan barrel, you were asking if amendments were introduced over time. May I share this information with the committee, Mr. Chair? As of July 1 to October of 2016, it was Oplan double barrel. Purpose of which is to approach, as we've already discussed. Next, the amendment was introduced on October 25, 2016. This is double barrel alpha, the focus of which is to intensify the internal cleansing of the PNP by pursuing personnel who are linked to illegal drug activities. And on March of 2017.
Sandali, isa-isa natin. Yung double barrel alpha during the stint of whom? Sinong pumirma dyan?
This is still during the time of it's October 25, 2016. Senator Batoyo.
No, election is
So
October. No, May. Filing is October. Oh, he's not anymore the PNP chief because he ran.
2016.
Yeah, 2016 is election.
No,
Di ba?
that was his tenure.
2022 ba siya?
2016.
No, 16.
Yes, Mr.
Oh, that was October 25?
October 25, 2016. Mr. That was this. He started as the chief
Ano,
PNP
tama.
July 1,
Tama, correct.
2016.
Please proceed. Oh. So, October. So, it's only a matter of
A few months.
lang. Okay,
Yes.
please proceed.
Because again, if I may include in what I'm saying, Mr. Chair, because of the Oversight Committee, as of this time, Mr. Chair, we still have our Oversight Committee on illegal drugs. And this might be the result of these meetings, Mr. Chair. The Quad staff are members of the Oversight Committee, and I'm a member of this committee.
Okay. So, the amendments stop dun lang sa double barrel A.
Double barrel alpha, and then we have double barrel reloaded.
When was that?
March of 2017, Mr. Chair, the purpose or the focus of which is now this time to equip our police officers with body-worn cameras. And then finally, we have double barrel finale that is towards the end of 2022. And now we have ADORE, Anti-Illegal Drugs Operations through Reinforcement and Education. That's now...
Yung double barrel finale, ano ba yung ano doon? Gist ng ano? Pagbabago.
My apologies, Mr. Chair. It's not included here, but this is towards the end
Anyway,
of...
please submit na lang po kasi when
Yes,
I asked kanina, General Alvarez, nakalimutan mo siguro kasi may double barrel finale pa, may double barrel alpha,
Loaded alpha.
loaded pa, may mga ganon. So, it's either your time ni Gamboa or time ni Senas. O baka nakalimutan nyo lang. There are amendments na ginawa. And kaya nga, iti-check ko kasi that was 2016. Si General Bato para run 2019 because he's now re-electionist, no? Sa 2025. So, sigurado ako na yung ibang memorandum circular which is amended during your stint. Or maybe, baka kay Gamboa.
Yes, sir. During my time, sir, there was no, I could not remember na maybe pinirmahan ako because that was the height of COVID, sir.
COVID. Yeah. Anyway, pakisubmit na lang po. Then, lahat ng mga amendments, pakiano mga kung sino yung ano dun, nung time niya kasi gusto lang na, ako, Mr. Chairman, dapat aralin natin to yung mga amendments na ginawa. Kasi to be fair with the police, no? Baka with that amendments, makita natin na talagang inaral din nila. But of course, yung death. Pero, Mr. Chairman, yung 20,000 mentioned kanina, that was not part of the extended reso. Gusto ko lang linawin. Na sinasabi ni Attorney Jokno. Kasi 20,000 daw, 322. That 20,322 was part of the allegedly report coming from Malacanang. And that was not part of the petition with regards to the constitutionality of this memorandum circular. So wala yung 20,322 for the record, Mr. Chairman, because I have already read all the proceedings, pati yung mga motion ni Soljan Calida. Kanina binasa ko na yan. So wala yung 20,322. So the record still stands na yung 6,000 lang muna. No, but of course, kaya nga kailangan i-produce natin. We will ask the new administration na padala nila sa atin if indeed there is such a report. And that includes the executive summary being made and reported daw ni Guevara. During the time, siya ang DOJ, siya nag-represent doon sa labas, sa UN. Ayun yung gusto ko makuha din. What is that executive summary report? Kung may record pa ang president. But of course, unless otherwise the president will waive that executive privilege, makuha natin. So I hope they will not invoke executive privilege with regards to this. And hindi ako abogado, pero we can question it in the Supreme Court later. Tingnan natin if that is covered by the provision with regards to executive privilege. Pero gusto ko lang balikan, Chairman, yung question of 20,000 for the record, wala yun sa extended reso ng Supreme Court. Pinaghalo po yung data. Now, lastly, Mr. Chairman, doon po sa cold cases, mga ilan ba yan?
My apologies, Mr. Chair. On the next public hearing, I will provide.
So, yung cold cases, initially, yung cold cases na yan, ano yan? A police officer died. Are there also missing police officers?
My apologies, Mr. Chair. I'm not in possession of knowledge.
O paki-submit. Para at least, once and for all, ang sinasabi ng victims, also, part of the collateral damage, doon sa PNP, para at least malinaw din natin, di ba? Kasi, pwede rin part of the cleansing process, but of course, that is extrajudicial din. Kung totoo, na indeed, na may mga cold cases, Mr. Chairman, police din yan sila Though, of course, they're being suspected by their superiors na involved doon sa droga. Alam mo naman ang drugs, napaka-complicated. So, hindi mo rin alam. Diba? To silence anyone or anybody. Pwede din ganon. So, pakisubmit na lang po. Pati yung mga circumstances with regards to all those cases. Pati yung period of those incidents. No? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's it.
Mr. Chair, ilang follow-up lang ng mga questions. Kasi na-mention kanina ni Attorney Gilbert na dun sa case na meron ngang nanlaban di umano, sinasabi po ni Colonel Patay ay legitimate police operation, pero naglabas ng desisyon yung korte, tama po ba, na hindi naman talaga nanlaban? No?
Tama, Your Honor.
Yes. So, Mr. Chair, from this hearing kasi, pinapanindigan pa rin ni Colonel Patay na legitimate yon kahit may korte nang nagsasabi ng ganon. Kaya Mr. Chair, this actually puts the burden on him dahil siya yung merong command responsibility dun sa unit na nag-conduct ng ganong police operation. Gusto po nating malaman, Mr. Chair, na yung police operation po ba yun ay merong clearance? For the record lang, may clearance po ba yun mula kay Colonel Patay bago kinonduct yung operation na yun?
Your Honor, we made a prior coordination and I know the operation, Your Honor. With regards to the decision of the court, I have not read the decision.
Yung tanong lang po natin, Mr. Chair, ay kung may clearance ba yun?
Yes,
Kasi
Your
kailangan
Honor.
may clearance.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tapos, Mr. Chair, yung mga PNP personnel po ba na yun ay member ng anti-illegal drugs group?
Saan ang galing yung clearance, Colonel Patay?
The operation, Your Honor, was conducted in coordination with the PDEA before we can conduct.
Sino nga nagbigay ng clearance? Is it the director of the Southern Police?
There will be a pre-operation report, a pre-coordination and also there will be a coordination to be made to our district headquarters, Your Honor.
So, sino po in particular, Mr. Chair, yung nag-issue ng ganong clearance? I'm asking, Mr. Chair, si Colonel Patay, sino po yung nag-issue ng clearance?
Clearance to conduct operation, Your Honor.
Oh,
After we have the coordination with the PDEA, we will conduct the operation, Your Honor.
Yung tanong, Mr. Chair, sino? Sino po yung nag-issue ng clearance to conduct that particular operation?
It is me, Your Honor.
Yun. Tapos, Mr. Chair, yung mga PNP personnel...
Wala kang higher up? na nag-issue ng clearance? For example, like the police director of the Southern Police District, which you are under,
There will be a coordination
or the
to be made.
NCRPO? So, sino po yung higher up na nagbigay ng clearance? You're not the only one who will give clearance. You have to ask it in the higher up. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't think that you could be able to act independently, Colonel Patay, to conduct operations. You have to have clearance from the higher ups, perhaps the police director of Southern Police District or the NCRPO. We'd like to find out who.
I would like to review the right term of the coordination form on our to our district, Your Honor, before. Because as I can remember, we have that kind of coordination aside from coordination to the PDPDI, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Chair, in relation dyan, dahil sabi sa CMC 16, series of 2016, nasa page 17 out of 18, the pre-operations clearance form for planned operations must be accomplished, submitted to, and approved by the unit commander or his designated action officer prior to the conduct of anti-illegal drug operations, end of quote. So, Mr. Chair, dahil liban sa higher-ups niya, ay namin din naman siya yung nagbigay ng clearance, Mr. Chair, gusto din nating makuha yung kopya nung ganong clearance form na inisyo niya para sa records ng committee natin. And kasunod, Mr. Chair, dahil nga yun na yung sinabi ng korte na hindi nanlaban yung mga nasa operations, dapat may managot. So, Mr. Chair, tanong natin dun sa mga police na involved sa operations na yon, anong status nila? Ano pong naging sanction sa kanila after nung nilabas na desisyon?
Your Honor, there was a investigation conducted by the RIAS, Your Honor, and there was already a decision, Your Honor, but I don't have the copy right.
So are you telling us na hindi po kayo aware dun sa nirender na decision na ang resulta ay hindi nga nanlaban yung mga sinasabi pong nanlaban dun sa police operation?
I was not given a copy, Your Honor. I was not being furnished a copy.
Congressman Manuel, there is, we have a resource person here from IAS, Attorney Jasper Evangelio. I'd like to ask him. Asan po siya? Attorney,
Ano?
okay. Did you take the oath kanina? Last, okay. Will you please answer? Because according to Colonel Patay, that those, sino ba yun? Yung mga nakontak ng operations na apat ay nasa IAS na to be investigated. So, can you tell us about that?
Your Honor, we'll be requesting for just a couple of minutes. I'm just going to double check it with our record as to the status of those police officers. Your Honor, let me just double check it quickly, if I may.
Okay, while he's double checking it, have any more questions?
Okay, Mr. Chair, concerned lang po tayo doon kasi hindi po pwedeng para hanging lang yung usapin tapos as it turns out nga hanggang kanina pinapanindigan pa rin po ni Colonel Patay na legitimate kahit nga meron nagsasabi na otherwise. Mr. Chair, kasunod lang pong follow-up. Dahil nung last hearing natin na-mention na out of the more than 6,000 na pinahawak ang figure ng PNP, 52 lang yung cases na nag-undergo ng investigation. Mr. Chair, kung meron pong representative dito ng DOJ, sige, Mr. Chair, kasi doon pa lang sa figure na napakaliit, 52, sobrang bothered na po tayo. Bakit 52 lang out of the 6,000 yung nag-undergo ng investigation? Now, next step we're actually concerned.
Can the NBI answer that? Being one of the DOJ.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. 52 cases were referred by the DOJ. And so far, partial report from our regional and district offices, we have 400 cases under investigation. And as I mentioned earlier, we'll be completing our report, all the data coming from our regional and district offices, and we'll submit it within 5 days, Mr. Chair.
To clarify, Mr. Chair, ibig sabihin ba mula 52 ang number na po ngayon ay 400?
Mr. Chair, yung 52, ito po yung na-refer ng DOJ. Yung so far, 400 cases, ito yung mga under investigation ng NBI. Either ng regional office namin or ng district office namin, nationwide.
Okay. Mr. Chair, is the NBI in a position to answer kung anong status ng 52 na cases cited in the last committee hearing?
As I mentioned earlier, ongoing cases 9, filed with the prosecutor 13, and closed 30, total of 52 cases, Mr. Chair. Ito po yung breakdown ng 52 cases.
Yung 9 po ay...
Ongoing ang investigation po.
Sa 9 po na yan, since when nagsimula yung investigation sa mga yan?
2022 when these cases were referred by the DOJ to the NBI for investigation.
Okay, meron po bang timeline kung hanggang kailan po pwedeng mag-run?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, but in criminal investigation, it's difficult to determine timeline. Kasi nga, most of the cases were temporarily closed for lack of evidence or witness or witnesses. So, kung may mag-surface na witness, then we can reopen the investigation.
Tapos may na-mention din, Mr. Chair, na 13 cases.
Pending before the prosecutor's office.
Tapos yung natitira po, out of
Closed, temporarily closed for lack of evidence or witness or witnesses.
tapos yung 400, can we get the exact figure again?
So far, as submitted by our regional and district offices, we have 403 cases. But we're waiting for figures from other regional and district offices.
So it's possible na umakyat ang
It's
number
possible,
na yan.
Mr. Chair.
Okay, Mr. Chair, we request na ma-provide din po ang ma-provide po tayo ng copy ng update, breakdown ng update sa 403, anong inaabot ng mga
Yes,
cases
Mr.
na
Chair,
iyon.
we'll provide the committee with update of all these cases. Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Tas last sa ngayon, Mr. Chair, kasi na-mention ulit yung CMC 16 series of 2016.
Okay. Last na, wala na iba.
Yes. Kasi Mr. Chair, kung babasahin pala front
Okay.
page pa lang, part 1,
11,
references.
12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ano tayo rito, ha?
Number 1, part 1, Mr. Chair, ng document references. Ano daw ang mga basis ng Project Double Barrel na kasama yung Oplan Tokhang? Part A, unang-una po, Mr. Chair, pronouncement, and I quote, pronouncement of President Rodrigo R. Duterte to get rid of illegal drugs during the first 6 months of his term. So, Mr. Chair, can we ask, well, in behalf of the past administration, former Executive Secretary, kung ano pong pronouncement in particular itong nire-refer sa document?
You read again the document, please.
Yes, Mr. Chair, sabi po dito, reference for the Project Double Barrel. Nakalista po mga documents, pero unang-una, Part A, pronouncement of President Rodrigo R. Duterte to get rid of illegal drugs during the first 6 months of his term.
Yes, he said that. No? Nabi naman niya, let's fight illegal drugs and let's do it within the bounds of law.
Okay.
Wala, yun lang ho.
Yeah. Kasi ang in-apply nito, Mr. Chair, in cases na merong mga hindi pagkakaunawa yung ating police doon sa paano implement sa mga parts na silent or vague itong Command Memorandum Circular, magiging reference ng mga supposedly ay law enforcement agencies natin ay yung pronouncement ni Presidente. Kaya Mr. Chair, we think na maliban sa mga police officials natin, kasi it's also former President Duterte who even included Kahit yung AFP natin, may panahon din na yung AFP in-involved dun sa war on drugs. Kaya Mr. Chair, tingin natin ay meron ding mga tanong, no, na hindi lang yung mga agencies natin yung mga kasagot, pero mismo yung dating Pangulo din. Kaya in addition sa ating pagtingin din na dapat yung former PNP chief, si Ronald De La Rosa ay maimbitahan, tingin natin Mr. Chair timely din na si former President Rodrigo Duterte ay imbitahan din natin, no? Bilang siya din naman ay hindi incumbent official, isang civilian, and kung may mga dapat din siyang sagutin sa iba pang issue sa other committees, kahit dito din naman na siya talaga yung primary reference dun sa CMC. Yun lang Mr. Chair, thank you.
Thank you. So what I can promise Congressman Manuel is that we will be informing again Senator De La Rosa on the next hearing, and if you would like to attend, sabihin na natin doon, if you would like to come, you are welcome. We are also going to inform para sa ikagagalak ni Congressman Manuel, we're going to inform the former president on this hearing. Okay? Now, pag na-inform siya, nasa kanya na yun kung pupunta siya o hindi. But I would like to give full respect to the former president. Although he might not be tawag dito, exempt from this investigation, yet I think that we should give full respect to the former president, being a public official also. All right? So we are going to inform the former president on this. Okay? So ganito na lang, no? Panghuli na lang, before we suspend this hearing, there are 4 things I would like to manifest to all, no? I'm asking the victims to come out. Attorney Conti, no? I'm asking the victims to come out. I'm asking that you stop the rally outside and come here, inside. I've already directed Colonel Cunanan, no? And particularly, we will be directing the Sergeant at Arms to provide security, no? Siyempre, pagpasok dito, medyo kakapkapan yan, kung meron dala yan, whatever it is. But we're going to allow them to come here. So I'm asking the victims to come out. Kasi, ang sinasabi ng Deputy Director ng Operations ng NBI, 52 lang iniimbestigahan Ano reason? Because the victims are not coming out. Yun ang reason doon. Okay? Ngayon, this is now open. It's now open sa investigation. Hindi na po makakatanggi ang law enforcement agencies, not anymore, to make this quite important. Because right now, Congress is investigating it. So number 1, I am actually challenging and asking the victims to come out. At number 2, kung pwede lang, huwag nyo nang i-mention dito ang ICC. Pagkat nai-insulto po ako pag binimension ng ICC. Wala akong obligasyon sa ICC. At dapat wag ditong i-mention niya ang ICC niyan. Alright? This is an independent investigation domestically for our nation. Pangatlo po, sa ating mga sa router dito, ang maganda dyan is for us to be able to get justice. It is not enough that the truth should come out. We need to make it sure we have the facts that can be proven in courts. So, Mr. The next time na pumunta ka dito, I hope that hindi ka na magiging marites lang, that you have evidences to show us, no? Para maging maganda naman ang ating. We want documents produced. We want witnesses to come out if we want justice. I do not want this investigation to go to waste. Why? Because we are spending the people's money here. Right now, this investigation is costing us millions of the people's money. Di ba? I mean, you who are taxpayers, we are actually spending money on this. At kung wala tayong magagawa dito, sa mga biktima natin, We're wasting our time here. Wag na natin pang maggumastos tayo at the expense of the people's money. Okay. Kaya our duty here is not to judge nor prosecute. Okay? But to investigate in aid of legislation and to ferret out the truth. O yun po lamang ang gusto kong sabihin sa lahat. And I would like also to put on record the letter of Police Lieutenant Colonel Jovi Espinido explaining his absence. Ito ang sabi, no? And I would like the Major of Philippine National Police to take note of this. Ano reason niya? Sabi niya, I am sad to inform you that I will not be able to attend for 3 reasons. Number 1, short notice. Short notice. Okay. Number 2, 3 airlines in the Globe and Manila have no open schedule. Number 3, expensive fare. Oh. Ito nyo, talaga expensive fare eh. Mas mura pa pumunta ng Taiwan kaysa pumunta ng Batanes. Alright? So yan, ang kanya reason dito. Pero, sabi niya, he would like to attend. In fact, he even mentioned a Bible verse here. Can you imagine a police lieutenant colonel mentioning a Bible verse? General Bakay. Ang sabi niya rito, defend the poor and the fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Psalm 82:3. Which is what this committee believes in. So magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Salamat
Chair,
po.
magre-reiterate lang ako ng invitation.
So, sige, bigyan po natin si Congresswoman kaso dito.
Para sa next hearing lang, Mr. Chair, no,
Yes.
para maalala. Kasi wala yung DOJ, Mr. Chair, so kailangan pa rin natin po dito si Solgen, no, former SOJ Guevara. Tapos, so syempre, gusto rin natin makasama siguro yung NBI officials, si Director De Lemos at saka si Vicente de Guzman III. Tapos po si former PNP Chief Vicente Danao. Meron po akong mga tanong dyan, Mr. Chair.
So we have invited him. Hindi ko alam bakit hindi nag-attend.
Okay. Doon naman sa 2017 accomplishment report ng OP, so sana nandito pa rin si
Did
ES
anyone make a
Medjalia.
motion for the show cause order for General Danao?
Mr. Chairman, during just this morning, I mentioned about the presence of the former PNP Chief, OAC, PNP Chief General Danao. And unfortunately, COMSEC told me na hindi po na direktang ma-confirm if indeed he received the invitation. So that's why I reiterated my motion just this morning na we will invite General Danao again on the next hearing and we will course through it sa PNP po.
Yes.
That invitation.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sana nandito pa rin po si ES Medaldea kasi darating po yung copy nung yung executive report. Tapos, Manila Station, Police Superintendent Robert Domingo. Kasi para dun po sa mga
Punta
vigilante
na lang
killings.
dito in support of the committee.
Yeah. Tapos, syempre, nandyan din dapat si, Mr. Chair, nandyan din dapat ulit si Colonel Patay. May mga tanong din pa rin po tayo.
Huwag patay.
Ay,
Patay.
Colonel Patay.
Ayan.
Tapos yung mga na-mention ko, Mr. Chair, na mga Davao Boys, tsaka minention din po ni Colonel Patay. Tapos yung current Station 6 Commander, nang may records na dapat ng previous police ops, no, na binanggit natin kanina. Others po, yung 28 names provided po ng committee, isa lang umattend si Colonel Patay. Tsaka yung long list po ng documentation na ni-request natin on various agencies provided by the committee.
I have the list here given to me by Major... Sino po yun? Kalimutan ko yung pangalan niya eh. Major, no? Ayasin Santos, no? Siya ba? Yung sa personnel. Okay. She gave me the 28 names dito. At ang nagpunta si Colonel Lito Patay,